Hey, welcome, beautiful Bhava babes. Happy Saturday afternoon and evening. How are we doing out there? Leave a comment. Let me know you're here because I cannot see who's watching on this tool, but I am so happy to be here. I am so happy that we are in this together. I just realized I've left my tarot cards somewhere, so I'm gonna have to get up and grab those in a little bit. Go find those. Anyway, hey, welcome. If you are brand new to this podcast, broadcast, whatever it is, language is hard today. If you're brand new here, welcome. My name is Ingrid H. Turner. I'm the founder of the Bhava Spiritual Mission. Hey, Kira, how you doing, darling? Happy that you're here. We are a digital church. We are here to help you live in partnership with Spirit. And we have a number of different ways that we do that. One of which is me coming on here every week to help us spiritually rejuvenate, gather community, tap into divine spirit, hear the messages, and take those messages, that love, that healing, that divine energy out into the week. So our roster today is we're going to ground in. We're going to open up to spirit. We're going to start off with some prayer healings, and then I'm going to go into a channeled message. I have no idea what it'll be because I haven't tuned into it yet. And then I'm going to talk about the human design transits for the week and the tarot energies for the week, just to give us an idea of what's coming up and ask spirit for guidance on how we can best use these energies this week and how they're going to impact us. And then I will go into readings by donation. So anybody who would like a reading today, you can donate any amount that you're able to the Bhava Spiritual Mission. And as a big fat thank you, I will do a reading for you on today's broadcast. And I'll find my tarot cards in order to be able to do that. They're around somewhere. So welcome once again. If you're tuning in, leave a comment and let me know you're here. And let's go ahead and kick off with some grounding, okay? So I want you to close your eyes with me. We're going to take a few deep breaths. Feel your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly. You just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core, and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet. And move up your legs and pull again in the root chakra, and exhale into your root chakra. Thank you, Divine Spirit, for bringing us together today. Thank you for the center, the balance that is available to us. Help us find our core, find our alignment with Divine Spirit, and take that energy and that love and that healing and that grace out into our lives, to everyone who we connect with. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, this time I'd like to invite you to share your prayers. Pray for yourself, loved ones, collective, whatever's on your heart to share in prayer, please do. Hey, Bob. Hi, Donna. Love to see you here. Thank you so much for joining. How are we doing here? Okay, prayer time. Prayer pots. I'll kick us off. I would like to pray for, say a prayer, set the intention that everyone on this broadcast is able to open up their hearts completely to divine spirit, to let go, that we are all able to let go of our attachments and to open up to what is possible, all the possibilities that our minds cannot possibly comprehend, that we're able to lead with our hearts this week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Samantha, praying for peace and healing. Let's go ahead and affirm this prayer for beautiful Samantha, praying for peace and healing. We're going to send this mightily to Samantha so that she is able to experience peace and deep healing moving into the week ahead. And we extend that out to the collective. May everyone find deeper inner peace and more profound healing moving through this week in a peaceful way. How about we heal in a peaceful way? How does that sound? Does that sound amazing? Yeah, that sounds good. So I was starting to get some hits from spirit. Just before we jumped on the broadcast, I saw my spirit guide show up. His name is Mons, M-O-N-Z. And if you followed me around for a while, you've probably seen me refer to him in my posts as I have channeled messages that come through. And he's holding this broom and he's sweeping the dirt out. He's like sweeping dirt out the door, just sweeping the dust out the door. And as I was seeing this visual, I was getting this really strong impression that this was about cleanup time. It feels like there's a really powerful end of a cycle that we are experiencing right now. Certainly the people who are drawn to this broadcast, who are drawn to this live or to viewing it later, there is the completion of a cycle and there's a cleanup that needs to happen. And this cleanup feels like it's about letting go, about having the courage to let go of the things that feel heavy, the things that feel burdensome. Whether that is a job or career, even relationships, experiences, living situations, whatever it is, you start to check in and like, how does it feel in your body? How do these things feel in your body? And there's a difference between this heavy weighted, overly burdened feeling and the challenges that come with pursuing our passions, living our highest expression. When we are challenged because we are in alignment, there's a strength that comes with it. There's an exhilaration that comes with it. When there's a burden, when there's a heaviness, a weightedness, that's not the same as the exhilarating challenge that we feel when we are pursuing what is leading us to our highest expression. Donna wants to know, how do you let go? How do you let go? And here's what I want to tell you about that. Remember that letting go is not an action, it's the opposite of an action. So you have to make the commitment and then allow the letting go to take place. And because we have these strong attachments, because the ego has such a hard time letting go of what is familiar to expand into what is not familiar, it can be hard for us to make that decision, to make that commitment to let go and then allow the path to unfold in front of us. So if you're tapping into your life, if you're reflecting on areas of your life right now that feel heavy and burdensome, and you don't know how to dig your way out of it, you don't know how to let it go, you don't know how life is going to look like, then what I need you to do right now, what you're being asked to do, is just make the commitment in this moment. Just admit to yourself, that's not working for me. That needs to be swept out the door. That needs to be released in order to move into this next cycle. I'm really strongly getting end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle for everybody who's watching today and who's catching the replay. And in order for the new cycle to begin, we have to have this one moment of crazy courage where we release what is familiar, but ultimately what is holding us back. And it does take courage, because when we are about to expand into a new energy, into a new cycle, into our highest expression, the one guaranteed experience that we all have is crazy making fear. our ego mind wants to clamp down on what is familiar because the ego is not trying to destroy us or hold us back. It's trying to protect us. The function of the ego is protection, is boundaries, is making sure that we survive in this crazy world. But it's unruly. And we're in this sort of transition period in our evolution, if you will, where we are still plagued by the survival brain. And yet we are moving into a different kind of lived experience, which is about thriving in spirit and spirituality and sort of more lofty energies, if you will. But we are in between. We are in the midst of that change of humanity. And so it takes intention and focus and discipline to make that commitment to releasing it. You can be afraid and you can still make the commitment to releasing what is not correct for you and to expanding into this new energy. And the longer you hang on to what feels heavy, burdensome, and difficult and like struggling and suffering, the more uncomfortable you're going to get until the universe will force the issue. And that's what we call a tower moment in our spiritual speak. The tower card in tarot represents destruction, massive destruction, sudden change. And if we are not able to let go of what is no longer serving us, what is not right for us anymore, even if it was right, whether it's a relationship or a job or a living situation, there was a time when that was right for you. And when you're feeling drained by that experience, then its time has passed. It doesn't make it any less valuable. It just means its time has passed. So that's what Spirit is bringing to us right now at this time, is there's a closing of a cycle. And Spirit is really eager to encourage us to let go of the things in our life whose time has passed. Let go with honor. And if you're not able to find a way to let go, you don't know how it's going to look, you don't know then don't do anything. Don't take any action. Get centered. Admit it to yourself. I feel complete with this. I feel done with this. I feel tired. And then ask for next steps. I admit it. I've made the decision to move forward and allow this piece to rest where it may, to have given me everything I needed it to give me. And then show me, Spirit. Say a prayer and ask Spirit. Spirit does not give you the 5-year plan. Spirit gives you the next step. And when you pray for it, when you open to it, you will receive it. You will receive it very quickly. And a lot of times we don't even notice when our prayers are answered because it's just like, boom, there it is. But I encourage you, if you're having a hard time letting go, if you're aware of the things in your life that feel really heavy and you're having a hard time releasing those things or figuring out how that could possibly work or how you can get out of that situation or whatever it is, I just encourage you to just make the decision right now. The commitment is the hardest part, but once you make the commitment, the whole universe, everything starts to work in tandem to support you in that decision, because you are God creator being. You are the divine all pointed to this moment in creation, this ecstatic moment. And so whatever you intend, decide, and commit to will flower in front of you. The hardest thing humans have to do is make that commitment. How much of your life do you spend confused or undecided or unsure? Because we secretly know our own power, and we know the power of our decision. And we know that when we make that decision, everything shifts and moves into place. And it is the fear of your own power, creation power, unconsciously, that prevents you from making decisions, that keeps you in places of limbo, that keeps you undecided, that keeps you hanging on to what is familiar. So I encourage you to take a breath, love yourself more, and just be at peace with the acceptance and the decision right now, and allow the rest of it to unfold. Cultivate patience. Nothing needs to happen. When nothing needs to happen right now, it'll happen as soon as it needs to. No more delays. No more delays. Okay. That's the message from Spirit. I'm feeling complete with the channeled message from Spirit. Please share with me your thoughts on that, your questions that brings up, how that feels to you, if that relates to you. If you're feeling that, I want to know that it resonates. If you're feeling pretty at peace with everything that's going on and pretty fulfilled, that is wonderful. And you get to be here to support those who are feeling like they need to release and they are unable to release, if they're having a hard time releasing. We are living in a simulation in a holographic universe. Sure, but here we are. All right. It's interesting that you comment that, Arundam, because I was just having this thought earlier while I was having some coffee. I kind of looked around and I think I was seeing a woman reading a political book, right? Like talking about politics. And to me, politics, I thought, God, that's just such a game, that's just so not real. And then I kind of heard this little voice that goes, and what you're focused on isn't real either. It's a game. We're here in like a video game, and that's okay. It doesn't mean it doesn't matter. It still matters. What you choose to focus on is what you are here to experience and how you are expanding creation. It doesn't matter that it's a game. It doesn't matter. It resonates. Needed to hear it. Thank you. You're so welcome. I'm so glad. Andy, this resonated for you as well. That makes me really happy. Very good. Yeah, it's always good when things resonate. It's always great to get that feedback too, to make sure that we're all on the same wavelength. Yeah. It's good. It's good. And everything seems a lot harder than it is until you make the decision. Once the decision is made, you really don't have to do any more work. See, humans like to come in and try and do a bunch of the heavy lifting that they don't need to do. Humans make it way more complicated than it is. You're making it way more complicated than it is. Make the decision, let it go. Make the decision. Everything will move forward for you. So, this is interesting. Now I'm looking at I went and took some notes on what's going on with the human design transits this week. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that does make sense. So there's a theme, a really powerful theme with gate 1 this week. Gate 1 in human design, we have the sun, the south node, and Venus are the planets that are all going through gate 1 in human design. Now, real quick, if you're not familiar with human design, you ought to be. It is an amazing modality. It is a modality that combines astrology, the I Ching, the Kabbalah, the chakra system, and puts it all together and creates this incredible energetic blueprint. And you can look at your own chart and it gives you this really unique energetic signature that is you. And I've never done a human design chart analysis where the person did not feel incredibly seen and validated. And it really gives you permission to live life the way that you are authentically made to live life instead of trying to do it differently because you're conditioned out of that, right? So that's really, on an individual level, it's incredible. And if you would with me, if you'd like a human design chart analysis with me, you can find that link in the description of the video. You can go book a private session with me. But looking at it collectively is really cool too, because this talks about what we're experiencing collectively. And the energies in the human design that the human design talks about in our individual charts, some of it is what's called defined. So we consistently generate that energy. Other areas are not defined. And so we experience those energies in less consistently. And that's why the transits are so cool, because when we look at what energies are defined in the transits is what we get to be experiencing, whether it's defined in our charts or not. So the gate that is really big gates 1 and 2 are quite the theme this week. Gate 1 is the gate of creative self-expression. 1 is the beginning. It's a new cycle, isn't it? It's about creative self-expression, not necessarily artistry, but it's about living your life completely uniquely and on your terms, following your creative bliss and building the life that really makes you fulfilled and happy. And here we are with Spirit coming in and saying, sweep it out, sweep it out. Now's the time. You're starting a new cycle. Get rid of what's not working for you. Get rid of the old. Get rid of the old. Even if it was a key element, a key component of the old cycle, there's a new cycle starting collectively, and you're going to feel it and resonate with it in your individual lives. So the sun is what our focus in. That's going through gate 1. So a huge 70% of our focus is going to be on, how do I want to live my life? How do I creatively express myself? How do I express myself in a unique way without the baggage and the dregs of other people's expectations or societal expectations or whatever it is that keeps you confined and out of your sacred expression? That sun is going through gate 1. That's our focus. Venus, what we're valuing, what is truly of value to us this week, Venus is going through gate 1. And the south node is going through gate 1. What can we bring in from our past and what past experiences do we have that we can now bring forth and express in a unique and a creative way? Right? This is really beautiful energy that we are transmuting this week, this gate 1. Gate 2, the earth is going through gate 2, the north node is going through gate 2, and we have Uranus going through gate 2. Gate 2 is this energy of guidance and being a guide for other people and being a guide for yourself, but more about being a guide for other people and other people being a guide for you. It's this energy being able to see very clearly, especially for other people, their life path, what they need to do to get on track with their life path right now. So with Earth, we've got that a really grounded energy. So the people around you who you trust to be guidance for you, go ahead and let those people in. Those people are going to encourage you to express yourself creatively through that gate 1, through that creative self-expression. And it's going to be where we feel deeply transformed and we have incredible breakthroughs in gate 2. And it's going to help us move towards our destiny point, which is the north node, moving towards our destiny point. Gate 1 and 2 are hugely these are like big thematic energies moving into this week. So that's creative self-expression and allowing guidance to come into your life and showing up and being a guide for other people when it feels authentic. You're going to receive breakthroughs and be giving those breakthroughs through that energy, through the energy of guidance. Wonderful. Now, what we're talking about, the gate 1 and gate 2 are very individual. It's about your individual expression. But then we have Mercury coming in and talking through gate 44, which is a more of a tribal community gate. And this is about what are the needs of the tribe? How can we look past the noise of what people are sort of saying and running around and doing, and see what is really needed for our tribe, for our community, and then just cut the fat and provide exactly what is needed and get rid of the noise. Just look past the noise. There's a lot of noise when it comes to tribe and community. There's a lot of, you know how it is when people get together, it just gets noisy. A lot of stuff gets in the way. What are the actual needs of the community? Okay. Mars is our initiative. Okay. Mars is going through gate 12. Gate 12 is this energy of saying, I love you in all the ways except I love you. Gate 12 will be moving out and sharing inspiration and love through your action and initiation. Now be careful with gate 4. Gate 4 is, or excuse me, gate 12. Gate 12 is, or Mars, come back. Be careful with Mars because Mars is kind of an immature energy. All right, it's a shoot from the hip energy. So before you take action, take a breath and then go for it. Just pause, take a breath, and then go for it. Jupiter is going through gate 23. Jupiter is how our abundance is unlocked. If you're needing to unlock your abundance and get your needs met in materially, spiritually, emotionally, whatever, Jupiter is the abundance of all of it. Start looking at how you can cultivate unconditional love. Unconditional love meaning you can really love everything and everyone in your experience equally. This doesn't mean you have to accept everything unconditionally, but just to love everything unconditionally. All right, that's gate 25 is the love of spirit. Loving the kind of love that God has for all of creation. You can cultivate that in yourself. And with Jupiter going through that gate, that's a powerful energy that we're all experiencing, is what is truly unlocking our abundance. Where we're feeling challenged is in listening to other people. Gate 13, the gate of the listener. When you have the gate of the listener defined in your own chart, people come to you and they share their stories with you. They share their secrets with you. And you are the sacred keeper of those secrets. And you're holding incredible space for others to do their healing work by truly actively listening to them and reflecting that back. With Saturn going through this gate, it's where we're going to feel squeezed when we are out of integrity. It's very important to stay in integrity. By staying in integrity, that can look like not telling other people's secrets, you know? It can also look like, you know, accepting the role of being the listener when you truly have the space to be the listener. Okay. It's about not telling people what to do, but just listening deeply so they can do their own work and find their own way. All right. We talked about Uranus, which is the energy of that breakthrough going through gate 2. So your breakthroughs are going to happen through your guidance, right? Through guidance from other people and through you giving guidance to other people. Our spiritual path is Neptune going through gate 36. Gate 36 is the gate of crisis. Okay, it's emotional crisis. It's a cyclical crisis energy. So we are really getting our spiritual expansion and spiritual awakenings through crises. I know, fun. But just don't take it personally. It's not personal. It's emotional. It's intense. It climbs to a crescendo, and then we make this change, and it releases. Okay, that's the energy of Neptune going through gate 36. Pluto, which is the gate of the planet of transformation, is going through gate 61. 61 is the gate of mystery. All right, we're going to be transformed through contemplating the mystery, from allowing the mystery. We're going to have even difficult transformative experiences through hanging on and attaching ourselves to the mystery. So the more you can let go and let God and allow the mystery to run through you without having to understand it, you'll never understand it with the brain. Never, ever, ever with our human brain are we going to grok the entirety of creation. We're not here for that. We're here for our particular experience, this little sliver of creation. But when we let go of our attachment to knowing and why, then we allow spirit to come through and give us these incredible insights when we need them, when we need these insights, and as much as we need it. It's going to feel incredible when we allow that to happen. Okay, so that's what's going on energetically for the week moving forward via the human design transits. Tell me how that feels. Tell me how that relates to you. Did you find a nugget in there, something that you could kind of grab hold of and go, yeah, I could ride this through the week. Yes, that feels accurate. Yes, that feels like it's resonant with me. Tell me how that feels. I have to find my tarot cards because I want to go into tarot cards for the week. So let me see if I put them. Oh, they weren't too far away. So, human design transits for the week. I really love human design. I really think it's a lot of fun. And if anybody wants a human design chart analysis, I'm open for those if you want to book those. Okay, next we're going to look at the energies for the week through the tarot cards. This is my favorite deck. It's the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. So cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards and look at the week ahead and see if, ask Spirit to give us an even deeper understanding of the energies this week and what we need to know collectively. And then I will go into individual readings by donation. So if you'd like a reading, donate any amount you're able to the Bhava Spiritual Mission. And the link is on the screen. It's also in the description of the video. You just click on it. It takes you to a PayPal link for the Bhava Spiritual Mission. And I would be happy to do a reading for you. A big old thank you to donating and supporting the Bhava Spiritual Mission and me showing up and doing the work here through the Bhava Mission. So thank you in advance very much for your support. I appreciate you. Let's look at the collective energies. Hi, Sarah. I'm glad that you made it too. I'm glad that it's all resonating as well. Beautiful. Okay, collective spirit. What do we need to know? Whoop, dropping cards. What do we need to know? Ooh. Oh, God, this is cool. Okay. You can't make this stuff up. Oh, my God. Okay. This is relating so much. I pulled a bunch of cards. The first two cards that I pulled together are the Lovers and the Six of Cups. Remember what we saw in the human design. Gate 1 is that creative self-expression. It's what we love. And then gate 2 and the earth has got the nodes in the earth, which is the past, right? So it's bringing information from the past, right? Bringing our experiences from the past, recognizing that what we love is found in our childhood. It's found at the beginning of our life. If you go back to how you were as a child, what you loved to do as a child, it's going to guide you to what it is that you're meant to do with your life, how you're meant to live your life. My life is a really good example of this just this last year. When I was a kid, I used to carry around a notebooks and pens in a backpack. And I used to explore all the time. I was that kid, when I was really little, everybody had to watch me because I'd take off out into the woods. I just take off to go exploring. I would spend hours out in the woods exploring by myself when I was really young, like 8, 9, 10 years old. My goodness, times have changed. I cannot imagine allowing my child to do that, but that's what I did. And we lived out in the woods and I was safe doing that. I was very much I was a very mystical child. And I spent a lot of time alone and a lot of time in my imagination and writing poetry. And what do I do now? I travel full time. I spend a lot of time by myself. I write all the time. I communicate all the time. I'm a mystical person, and I communicate and talk mysticism. All right. What I do now very much mirrors how I lived as a child. I've also slowed way down, and I'm very much more in that sort of moment space as opposed to go, 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 adulthood. Right. So if you look back at your childhood, don't look at it as what should my career be, but how do I want to move through the world? Your childhood will show you that. What you did and loved as a child is going to take you to that place. Okay, this is what I love. This is what is aligned for me and what I love. And when you discover that, when you reflect on that, you have to have that crazy moment of courage to take the leap of faith and move into that, even if you don't know how it's going to support you. And then the Daughter of Swords here, be honest with what's not working and cut the fat. Let it go. Cut away what is not aligned with what you love, what was most fulfilling for you in childhood. The work, the form, the way that you can practically apply it in your adult life will come when you're happy, when you're feeling fulfilled. And then everything will shift. The Wheel of Fortune, the big energetic karmic shift that will come from that. And there's going to be some time when it feels uncomfortable and you're like, oh God, when's it all going to kind of mash together? When's it all going to come together for me? But it will. And you will find yourself more fulfilled on all levels in terms of your abundance than you could have ever expected. We are conditioned right out of our authentic experience. We're conditioned right out of it. And it is up to us to go through the deconditioning process, which is just one moment at a time, one moment of faith at a time, one faithful moment at a time. So that's going to be the focus of this week, is really understanding your past so that you can bring what you love into the present, letting go of the things that are not serving what you love. The feeling that you love, how you want to feel. This is an exercise that I give to almost everybody who I work with, is ask yourself this question: how do I want to feel when I wake up in the morning? How do I want to feel when I wake up in the morning? How close are you to that? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? And when you know how you want to feel when you wake up in the morning, then you know you can evaluate every action you take, every decision you make based on that answer to that question. And you will know whether that decision or that action is taking you closer or further away to waking up that way every day. So how do you want to feel? Leave a comment. Tell me how you want to feel when you wake up every day. Do you want to feel excited, exhilarated, free, content, happy, comfortable? How do you want to feel? There's no right or wrong answer, but how do you want to feel every day when you wake up in the morning? That's the big question. Okay, we're moving into readings, personal readings. So if you'd like a reading, go ahead and leave a donation of any amount you're able to the Bhava Spiritual Mission, and it'll be my pleasure to do that reading for you. We got a couple people on the list. Rebecca, rested and ready for, wants to feel happy and healthy. Heck yes, these are really good. For me, I want to feel excited and free and love. I want lots of love, all the love from all the places, for all the things and all the people. Okay, first one on our list, Kira, we had your donation come in a couple of days ago, so I'm going to do a reading for you first, sweet woman. What does Kira need to know this week? Okay, cards are just flying out. All right, first one. All right. Kira, the first card I pulled for you is the Two of Wands. This tells me that it's time to get a little uncomfortable, okay? Get out of your comfort zone. What else does beautiful Kira need to know? The Magician, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Okay, so when you get out of your comfort zone, so this week, I want you to, your actions, evaluate, is this in my comfort zone? Is this what I've kind of always been doing and I'm comfortable with? Or is this a little uncomfortable for me? Because getting out of your comfort zone is going to reveal to you some of the skills that you possess that you don't know that you have. And revealing those skills is going to boost your confidence. It'll be uncomfortable at first. You won't want to do it. But once you get out of your comfort zone and reveal those skills, then that's going to lead you to, ooh, this is how I want to live my life. Okay. And that's going to feel really, really good. What I'm pulling from this card is you are really, your life is part of what you're here to experience is a lot of accolades and attention from the things that you do well. And that's a path you're needing to like really kind of set foot on more concretely now. And you're going to start doing that by looking at every action, all the actions you're taking this week. You know, is this something that makes you feel a little uncomfortable? If it makes you feel a little uncomfortable, it's the right path for you. Now, I'm not talking about like, oh my God, dread, I don't want to do it. I'm talking about a little uncomfortable, a little anxiety inducing. Oh, it's a little scary. You know, oh, that's a little outside my wheelhouse. Go ahead and take that action because it's going to lead to all good things. It's going to help you understand where your skill set is. It's going to help you identify skills that you already possess that you can put to work. And it's going to start leading you to this Six of Wands energy, which is about accolades, right? That's something you're meant to experience. Final card I pulled is the Eight of Cups. So getting into your comfort zone will be about walking away from what's comfortable. All right. Very much what we're talking about with our collective energies. You're really, you know, you're going to be feeling that this week. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Next we have our beautiful Kelly. Kelly. And again, I'm doing, you know, I have more spaces for readings. If you make a donation to the Bhava Spiritual Mission, any amount you're able to, and I'm more than happy to pull some cards for you and tune in and see what Spirit has for you this week. All right, beautiful Kelly. The link is in the description of the video. It's also on your screen. It takes you to a PayPal. If you're not able to do PayPal for whatever reason, please leave a comment. Let me know. I'll put my Venmo up. All right, Kelly. What does our beautiful Kelly need to know this week? Thank you. Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands, Five of Wands, Hanged Man, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Kelly, my love, things are shifting for you. It won't happen this week. This week is give up on trying to make things happen this week. This is about going back to your mindset work. This is going back to your thinking and what it is that you believe and the beliefs that you're hanging on to, and really going in and allowing the inner suspension and the stillness to reveal some new thoughts, some new ideas to you. Nine of Wands, kind of just holding the fort down. And the Five of Wands is activity without necessarily a lot of forward movement, or it's not going to feel like a lot of forward movement this week. But then you have the Wheel of Fortune on the top here. The Wheel of Fortune is big shifts are happening for you. But this week it's really about stay in suspension, stay in stasis. I know it's uncomfortable. Humans like to take action and see movement happening. But for you this week, this is not your week for that. Let the noise happen around you. You just kind of hold firm, hold steady, stay in that stasis, and allow the new ideas and the new thoughts and the new insights and the new inspirations to hit you from that place of stillness. The world is going to be noisy. There's not a lot happening for you, but this week, but the turn, it is going to very soon. It's going to come for you. Have some fun this week. You know, try and get into a little bit more joyful interactions. Go to a party, that kind of a thing. You know, just go have some fun this week, because you're very serious minded, and you've been working hard and trying to figure things out. And it's really in the suspension of that hard work that the clarity is going to come to you, and things are going to start to shift. And it won't be this week. Check in next week. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Once again, I'm open for donations. Donate any amount to the Bhava Spiritual Mission. Link on the screen, also in the description of the video. That bit.ly link takes you to a PayPal link. And that is going to get you a reading. Okay, check in the list. Sarah, beautiful Sarah. All right, my darling. What does our beautiful Sarah need to know this week? Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Please help us. What does beautiful Sarah need to know this week? I like that big sigh that I just came. All right, my sweet love. What an interesting spread. First is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is you need to wait for some things to be revealed. Not all is revealed to you. Wait for some things to unfold. You're having a bit of a battle with your mind this week. There's some defensiveness coming up and some what the hellness coming up, but there's also this incredible ability you have in the moment to go, no, I don't have to do that. That thought's not serving me. That's not serving me right now. It's okay that this mental defensiveness, rah, 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 is coming up. It's human. What I love to see is your ability to, as soon as you catch it in the moment, you can go, nah, Mm-mm. No, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that to myself. That's what's coming through. I don't need to do that to myself. I don't need to do that to myself. There's a bit of a slowing down this week before things start to move very quickly because you have the Chariot card here. So I see both things happening. I see the first beginning of the week kind of moving slowly. Things are unfolding. You're very focused on your inner world and your mental world and keeping control and command of that mental world. And then things break and start to move forward very quickly. And then we have the Star card, which is really reaching towards your hopes and dreams. Okay. It's reaching for it. I feel like by the end of the week, by the end of the week, you're going to have a better sense of how great you are, like what you have to offer, what you bring to the table. That's something that I feel like you need to really meditate on and contemplate this week, is the things that you bring to the table. I feel like you discount what you bring to the table and you start to look at the ways that you are a burden or not enough. And there's sort of a scrambling energy of like trying to be more, give more, give more, give more, or like make up for what you're not giving. But that's not true. That's a story. And the more that you're able to master your minds this week, especially the beginning of the week, really put your focus on your mental world, on your thoughts. Our thoughts are not necessarily true. Often they are not true. So the bullshit, it's bullshit because it feels bad. Okay. Master your mind and you're going to your self-esteem is going to start to tick up by the end of the week. And I hope you hang on to that in the weeks to come, because I feel like the more you're able to identify what it is you bring to the table and acknowledge and appreciate yourself, what you bring to the table, then things are going to start to shift around you. People are going to start to treat you better. People are going to start to appreciate you and acknowledge you. And then you're going to have, what I'm getting is leverage, negotiation leverage. I don't know what that means, but you're going to have more negotiation leverage so that you can get what you want, because there's a lot that you're not getting. A lot of your needs are not being met. And as soon as you acknowledge what's great about you and what you can bring to the table, then you're going to be able to negotiate getting more of those needs met in your current circumstances. And that feels really good. And that must be, okay, you just sighed too. So that must be the sigh that we felt, which was like, okay, finally get some relief here, right? Get some relief here. Okay, thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate you. And thank you, Kelly. And thank you, Kira. I'm still open for donations. If you'd like a reading, go ahead and, oh, Sarah, I'm blowing your mind in a good way. Oh, I like that so much. Yes, you'll have to give me more details about that later. If you'd like a reading, go ahead and leave a donation, any amount, to the Bhava Spiritual Mission. The bit.ly link on the screen or in the description of the video leads to a PayPal link. And if you're not able to use PayPal for whatever reason, let me know. I'll shoot my Venmo over. And we have beautiful Bob. All right, Bob, what does our beautiful Bob need to know this week? Thank you, Bob. What does beautiful Bob need to know this week? What does our beautiful Bob need to know this week? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, 4 of Cups, the Tower, the 9 of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Chariot. Wowza, my darling. That's a shit ton of energy, my sweet. Something's going to break open for you this week, and it's going to take you out of your lull. There's been a lull. There's been this sort of like, I feel this energy of like humdrum, a little bit of negativity. I feel like not all negativity. You're not a negative person, but I feel like there's been this sort of semi-conscious or unconscious sort of negativity, negative belief, negative system that's been going on inside of you that has prevented you from really taking the next leap that you have been moving towards. And because you've been moving towards it, because you have the fire and the commitment, this piece of negativity that has been humming under the surface is going to be blown out of the water. The Tower card is intense. It's big change. Change is not bad. Change is always good. The Tower card is a positive card, but it's intense and the ego doesn't like it. And the ego is much more comfortable with this hum of negativity because it's like, well, we can manage that. And the Tower card is coming to blow it out of the water. And that is because of your commitment to spirit, to your path, to moving into this next phase of your life. And with that is going to come some radical new insight, the Judgment card. The example, analogy I like to use for the Judgment card came from my friend Lisa Greenfield, who's an incredible tarot card reader. She described it to me like this one time, and I never forgot it. She said the Judgment card is like if you grow up, you spend your whole life in a pitch dark room, and there's furniture and there's stuff on the floor, but you know where everything is because you've lived there your whole life. But then somebody comes in and turns on the light. Nothing has changed, but how much has your world changed? That's the Judgment card, and that is going to be coming from this breaking apart of this hum of negativity that has been just hanging out under the surface. It's not the totality, it's just a little piece, right? And from that breakthrough, that enlightenment is going to come your wish fulfillment. And you're going to be moving towards it very quickly. All right? You're going to be moving towards it very quickly. So quite the week for you, my darling. And you got this. Amber, I'm not sure if my PayPal worked because my phone died right as I hit submit. All right, let me check the list, my sweet Amber. Thank you for leaving the comment. I got you, Amber. Agrasos is the name. Let me know, make sure, but I think I got you. Yes, thank you so much. So thank you, Bob, for your support. I appreciate you. And anybody who's watching, if you would like a reading, you can donate to the bit.ly link on the screen, and it's also linked in the description of the video. I'm just checking my phone because some people have, okay, cool. And I donate any amount you're able to, and I'm happy to, as a big thank you, to give you a reading. Thank you so much. Okay, okay, Amber, you are next. What does Amber need to know this week? Thank you very much, Amber. Appreciate you. What does Amber need to know this week? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mother of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Son of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Son of Pentacles. I like all the pentacles that I'm seeing. So don't worry about money. Everything's going to be fine with money, with resources. If you've been worrying about that, you do not need to. It's going to be a bit of a balancing act, but you are moving towards more comfortable abundance, you know, more comfortable money-wise. You really are moving towards that. Yeah, even the bottom card is Pentacles card. Everything is fine and moving forward. It's your energy that you need to work on and focus on this week. It's your energetic foundation. It's really deciding where you want your energy, how you want to feel, and then making swift movement towards that. Every decision you make towards feeling better, towards owning your energy and strengthening your energetic core and foundation is a movement towards more stability, more abundance, more resources at your disposal, more resources coming in for you to work with in your life. Now, with your energy, what I mean is getting your energy right, getting yourself balanced, getting yourself aligned, getting yourself focused on what it is that you want, and then taking steps towards that, and stop worrying about the money is what I got. Stop worrying about that. That's taken care of. That's fine. For now, you'll be having just enough. As you continue to strengthen your energetic core and foundation, your sense of self, your sense of sovereignty, and taking steps and communicating that and moving towards that, the more your abundance is going to grow. So your money, your resources directly related to your energetic alignment. So what is most important for you is to start the day with, how do I want to feel when I wake up? How close am I to that? What actions can I take today to move me towards that? Take money out of the mix. I keep getting that really strong. Take money out of the mix. It's not related, except that the more true you are to yourself, the more abundance and resources you have flowing towards you. But you have everything you need right now to just make those decisions and make that your energy your priority. Okay, beautiful. Okay, and we have Gunta. All right, Gunta. And then I have more openings. If you would like a reading, make a donation in any amount to the Bhava Mission, link on the screen and in the description of the video, and I'd be happy to do a reading for you. Gunta. What does Gunta need to know this week? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What does our beautiful Gunta need to know this week? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Gunta, the Emperor. the Nine of Wands, the Daughter of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. You need to know that everything is good and great and on track. There are no issues. You need to wait a little bit before things really begin to flower. And in that holding period, you need to work on your mindset. You are worrying unnecessarily. You are creating problems that are not there. You really need to let go of the things that you're worrying about. You need to really work on releasing attachment. The only issue you have right now is a little bit of a limbo period. You're in a bit of a limbo period, but you are absolutely on track. You have already laid the foundation, done the work. Everything is going to bloom and move forward, just not this week, not quite yet. Don't let your mind get the better of you and your fear get the better of you. Okay. Your fear, your mind is lying to you this week. What you are afraid of is not real. It's not true. Let it go. Work on your breath, work on your body, work on your mindset. Everything is coming. It's coming. It's not going to happen right now. You're in just a holding pattern. It's almost like divine timing has to catch up with you. Okay. Because you've moved so fast and done so much work. So you just try and think of this as a rest period, not as a waiting period, and see if that feels helpful to you. Okay, darling? Yes, strength card on the bottom. This is a time for you to just focus on yourself and your own well-being. And I keep getting your body, focus on your body, whether that's health or fitness or whatever that means to you. Work on your body. Take this time to really connect and work on your body. You're doing amazing. You've done amazing. Just really remember that your mind is lying to you this week. It is not your friend this week. Okay, it looks like that is what we have for our donations and our individual readings. So thank you so very much. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And this has been super helpful. Come back next week. We will do it again. Have an amazing time. Take care of your sweet selves. Remember, this is the end of the cycle and beginning of a new cycle. And that's always going to be an intense period because change is hard for humans. Even though it's the only constant, it's the only thing we can depend on. It is ultimately in our favor and working for us. It is the one thing that humans just freak the fuck out about. So try not to do that to yourself. Love yourself more. For most of you, this is a holding pattern week. And there's not a whole lot happening. So just take care of yourself and try and enjoy that process. I'll see you next week. I love you so much. I appreciate you tremendously. Have an amazing evening and amazing week. Big love to you.